Let me ask you something. How many times in the past week did someone get under your skin? Maybe it was a stranger online, a co-worker who wouldn't shut up, a family member who knows exactly how to push your buttons. Maybe it was something as small as someone cutting you off in traffic. And yet, there you were, boiling inside, replaying it over and over like they stole your peace on purpose. But what if you didn't have to? Imagine this. No matter what anyone says, no matter how someone tries to bait you, no matter how unfair life gets, you stay untouchable, centered, in control. They try to get a rise out of you, and it's like trying to punch smoke. They can't reach you. That's not a fantasy. That's a skill. The ancient Stoics, men like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, figured out how to walk through chaos without being dragged down by it. And their ideas are so sharp, so practical, that they still work just as powerfully today. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use their philosophy to never get angry or bothered by anyone again. But stick with me all the way to the end, because the real power isn't in just knowing the Stoic tricks. It's in learning how to live them, how to train your mind so that staying calm becomes second nature. By the time we're done, you'll see why anger is the easiest way to lose, why calm is the ultimate flex, and why no one, not a stranger, not a boss, not even your worst enemy, should ever have the power to shake your peace again. 1. The core idea: you control the response. The Stoics had one golden rule: you can't control what happens, but you can control how you respond. Think about it. Someone insults you. That's outside your control. But whether you let it sting, that's all you. Epictetus put it this way: it's not things that disturb us, but our judgments about them. Translation: it's not the words themselves, it's the meaning you attach to them. Here's the thing. Anger feels automatic, but it's actually a choice dressed up as a reflex. The more you practice seeing the gap between stimulus and response, the more you realize you've been handing over the keys to your peace of mind. Imagine if you could stretch that gap just a few seconds longer every time, long enough to choose calm over chaos. That's how you win the game. 2. People do what they do. It's rarely about you. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote something fascinating in his Meditations. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, today people will be rude, arrogant, jealous, dishonest, but I can't let that stop me. Why? Because people act out of their own ignorance, their own wounds, their own nature. Their behavior is about them, not you. When someone lashes out, they're showing you their lack of wisdom, not your lack of worth. Getting angry at them is like getting angry at a dog for barking. It's pointless. Here's the challenge. Next time someone tries to provoke you, instead of firing back, ask yourself, is this actually about me, or just their own storm spilling over? That question alone can dissolve half the irritation. 3. Anger punishes you, not them. Here's what we forget. Anger doesn't hurt the other person. It corrodes you. Seneca wrote an entire essay on anger, where he basically says, anger is a form of temporary madness. You lose reason, you lose peace, you lose control. Meanwhile, the person who triggered it, they're often fine. Sometimes they don't even notice. So think about it. Why hand over your mental health to someone who doesn't even care? Why give them rent-free space in your head? Picture this. Every time you get angry, you're handing over the remote control to your emotions. Do you really want that guy, the one who cut you off in traffic, running the show? 4. Expect the annoyance and disarm it early. The Stoics had this technique called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Sounds dark, but it's actually genius. Before the day begins, you visualize the worst. The co-worker who interrupts you, the stranger who's rude, the delay, the insult, the setback. That way, when it happens, you're not shocked, you're ready. Marcus did this every morning, and it works because anger often comes from surprise. We expect life to be smooth, then freak out when it isn't. If you expect bumps, you don't get rattled by them. Try this experiment tomorrow morning. Spend 2 minutes predicting who or what will annoy you. Then watch how much calmer you feel when it actually happens. 5. The power of indifference. The Stoics had a word, apatheia. Not apathy, like not caring, but freedom from being controlled by passions. It means you can notice an insult without becoming its prisoner. This doesn't make you cold or detached. It makes you free. You still feel emotions, you just don't let them hijack you. When someone throws an insult, you can treat it like someone tossing a hot coal. You don't have to pick it up. Think about it. If you don't pick up the coal, who gets burned? Not you. The power is in walking away untouched. 6. Train the mind like a muscle. Calm isn't natural, it's trained. Just like you hit the gym to build strength, you hit everyday situations to build resilience. Every time you resist the urge to snap, you're doing a rep, and those reps add up. The Stoics treated life like a training ground. If someone annoyed them, they didn't see it as an enemy. They saw it as practice. Marcus literally called difficult people opponents in the gym. Without resistance, there's no growth. So here's the mindset flip. When someone tests your patience, don't think, why me? Think, perfect. Another rep for my discipline. 7. Pause before you react. This one's simple but life-changing. Pause. The Stoics understood the difference between impulse and action. You might feel the flash of anger. That's fine. You don't have to act on it. Count to 3. Breathe. Repeat the words. Is this worth my peace? That tiny pause is where your freedom lives. Next time you're on the edge of blowing up, test yourself. See if you can stretch the pause. That one breath can be the difference between regret and self-mastery. 8. Don't argue with reality. Anger often comes from wishing people or situations were different than they are. But the Stoics taught, nature follows its course. People are selfish, life is messy, delays happen. You can fight it, or you can accept it. Epictetus used to tell his students, when you kiss your child, whisper to yourself, tomorrow he may die. Not to be morbid, but to remember, everything is fragile. Nothing is guaranteed. When you accept that reality, smaller annoyances stop bothering you. Think about it. If you can accept death itself, what chance does a rude waiter have of shaking you? 9. Practice humility. A lot of anger comes from ego. How dare they disrespect me? Don't they know who I am? The Stoics would laugh at that. Marcus Aurelius was emperor of Rome. He could have crushed anyone who crossed him. But he reminded himself constantly, I'm just a man soon to be dust. Humility dissolves anger. Because when you realize you're not the center of the universe, you stop taking every slight so personally. Here's the challenge. Next time someone annoys you, drop the ego. Ask yourself, am I upset because they're wrong, or because I think I'm too important to be treated this way? 10. The Stoic way forward. So how do you become unshakable? Let's recap the playbook. Control your response, not the world. Remember, their actions are about them, not you. Anger hurts you more than them. Expect annoyances before they come. Zoom out. Perspective kills pettiness. Train calm like a muscle, rep by rep. The pause before you act. Accept reality. Don't argue with it. Drop the ego. Choose gratitude over grievance. Protect your circle. And never forget, life is short. This isn't about becoming numb. It's about becoming free. Free from the chains of every petty insult and pointless argument. Free to choose calm, clarity and strength every time. Here's what it really comes down to. You have 2 options. Option 1, keep letting every fool with a loud mouth rent space in your head, pulling you into battles that cost your peace. Option 2, rise above. See the storm for what it is, noise, and stand calm in the middle of it. The Stoics weren't superhuman. They were human just like you. The only difference? They trained themselves to own their emotions instead of being owned by them. So the next time someone tries to get under your skin, smile, because you know the secret now. They can bark, they can push, They can do their worst. But you've chosen freedom.